you doing, guys? Welcome back to Coffee and Juice. Once again, what a wonderful celebration it was. International Women's Month, or actually it was Women's Day. Sometimes actually hard to keep track. It seems women get a holiday every month. And, men only get Father's Day, and they still got to take out the garbage and do everything else. But once again, I'm getting off track. So what it is that in your local gym, I'm pretty sure you've seen this type of individual. And once again, I'm all about supporting women and keeping them safe. So you've probably seen a beta male. And if you don't know what that is, I'll throw a quick description up on the screen. And then there's something called a simp, which is a more newer age term. And then what I like to say is that intertwined with those two words is something called a cock blocker. All right. So now, once again, these are simple terms and they've been around since the dawn of time. But now, once again, I think when the pandemic hit, there was a mutation due to the you know what. And then all of a sudden, what we have now is something that I like to call vaginal vampires. Now, what this is, or who this individual is, just imagine you're a beta simp cock blocker, and now all of a sudden they put you on the ultimate cycle of being a degenerate sex offender. So now what these people do, and why I call them vaginal vampires, is just imagine in your heart of hearts or your inner soul, is that in the gym, whoever your gym crush is, or the hottest, woman or girl, once again, girl, I mean by 18 years old and above, obviously be guided by your continent and the region of what's legal and what's not. But now what it is that obviously these women train hard. And if you check out Glute Wars, I believe you get something out of that video. But what it is that they're walking around and obviously they look quite exquisite. They're in shape and, they're actually trying to work out or whatever they're doing, probably wearing nothing at the same time. But, once again, that's a personal choice. And this is about empowerment. But what it is that these sex offenders or these vaginal vampires, what they do in the gym is that they drain the energy and they drain other things out of these women. So I'm going to explain basically what they do. So now all of a sudden, the first thing they're going to do is that, let's say, whatever their minuscule or nonsensical workout is, because normally these people are not in shape, that basically are these creatures or miscreants or sex offenders, is that what they do is that they design their whole workout to be, once again, draining the time and space of these particular hotter women that seem to traverse through these gyms. So what it is that they design their workouts all around being about 2 feet away, hovering like a vulture over these girls. And what they do, which is insane, once again, and they're sex offenders, is that they'll go up to this particular target or subject or this particular girl or woman, and what they'll do is say, can I work in? So now all of a sudden they're looking to work in. They were doing shoulders. This girl's doing Czechoslovakian squats. And now all of a sudden they're draining the space from these poor women. Okay, once again, this is about safety. And another thing that they'll do is that they'll come over to these women. And once again, they're doing bicep curls with 8 pounds. And once again, whatever. And what they do is like, are you using that? And now all of a sudden, are you using that? You're all the way across the gym and the girl's doing something completely different. And then another thing they do, once again, because they're creeps and sex offenders, is that their gaze is going to bounce off about 97 mirrors in the gym. And they're constantly going to be staring at these poor women. And these women don't know what to do. Once again, they're probably on stims and they're focused. And thankfully for the pharmaceuticals, they can concentrate. But what they do is that they interfere with potentially what I like to call a builder. So remember, there's 3 archetypes in the gym. There's your simp cock blocker, there's your vaginal vampires, and then there's somebody called the builder. And what a builder will do is usually probably a handsome individual in shape and basically likes to build the rapport when he's looking to have relations potentially with these women. And they do it quite slowly, once again, and not in a creepy way. But what it is that this vaginal vampire, what they'll do is that they drain the energy from these particular women with the conversations. What's your Instagram? Do you have one? I like your Lululemons. I have a pair at home. And once again, they're drained. They're taking the girl off the workout. They can't concentrate. So now what happens is that if you're unaware of what happened about 25 minutes prior, because the person was talking to this poor girl for over 20 minutes, and I actually seen these particular vaginal vampires, what they'll do is that they'll stand right next to a girl squatting or doing leg presses while they're in their set having a full-fledged conversation. And once again, International Women's Day. This is happening globally, and I feel that I need to do a correction here, and I'm probably going to notify the Pentagon or the FBI to once again up their sex offender registry and their monikers that they use. So now, if we dial back to these vaginal vampires, you got this situation. So now you come over as the builder. You're in the middle of your cycle. You're feeling strong. Your shoulders are kind of capped out. You have about 3 abs in. You're waiting for the other 8 or 9. So what it is that you go over and you think, you know what? This girl smiled at me here and there, and I think I could probably, take her out on a date or whatever you like to do in your car, whatever it is. So what it is that now the girl's so drained from this vaginal vampire is that now you try to approach, and what happens to you is that the girl's got no energy left and she dismisses you. So now you look in the mirror and you say, I'm on 4 grams of gear. I got 17 hair transplants. I'm fully shaved head to toe in every crevice. And this girl shot me down. But what I want to do right now for the male population, I know this is a women's empowerment speech, is that you need to realize that the simps, the cock blockers, and now these vaginal vampires that mutated since the blankdemic, what it is that you as a builder, you don't even stand a chance anymore. You're on Tinder, you're swiping, you're getting carpal tunnel, and you can't realize why am I getting no hits is because the simps, the cock blockers, and now these vaginal vampires have drained the life out of these girls. And now also the girls got delusional because of the simp cock blockers. They're buying them things on Amazon, Buy Me Coffee, Patreon, OnlyFans. And you don't even know why you want to exist anymore. And maybe, I don't know what you're going to do with yourself, but I don't want you to do anything rash. So all I'm trying to say is that, look, women, if you need a security detail around you, I'm available. And I know many people in the industry. So look, be mindful of these sex offenders and these creatures that once again they mutated into these vaginal vampires. So look, coffee and juice, keep yourself safe and stop being a creep.
Explain something. You ain't going anywhere, and you're not going anywhere fast. You're on a one-way ticket to nowhere.